Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is David's Closet. Here we talk about handbags, accessories, all from the male point of view. So if you like that kind of thing, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, comment, like, do all of those things. I'd greatly appreciate that. And I also want to point out a few things about this video. So I'm filming this video on April 1st, actually April Fool's Day. And my birthday is in a couple of days. Now you won't be seeing this video until June because of the schedule I currently have. Lots of life updates coming. This video, I'm not sure, depending on how long this section is, it may be combined with another video that I want to do regarding this brand. So we'll see what happens. It'll be a surprise for all of us. You'll probably, if this video is too long on its own, it'll be it. If not, you'll see me in a different outfit later doing the additional half of the video. So we will just see. Before we get started though, I do want to talk about my bag of the week. Right now it's just my Speedy 25 in Damier Ebene. Absolutely love this bag. Hands down, one of my favorites. Most used, perfect bag. Since it is springtime and the weather's transitioning from that winter cold to that, frightful spring weather we sometimes get here in the Midwest. I like to have that bag because it's weatherproof for the most part. Don't have to worry about vachetta. You don't have to worry about open compartments getting wet. Don't have to worry about suede like some of my others. I was using my Azure Speedy right before, but then we got a bunch of rainy days, so she went back in her dust bag and out came this baby. So the bag I'm unboxing today, I'm really excited. It's one of the first bags that I've actually been gifted without buying myself. Now, I'm not saying that I've never been gifted bags before, because I have, but normally my husband will be like, well, here, I'll give you, if it's $500, I'll give you, $250 for, X event, or, $300, whatever the dollar amount, and then you can go buy it. Well, this is the first time he's actually brought one home for me, so it's pretty cool. Pretty excited. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, and I'll do a discussion on that later. And this is also a gift for a pre-congratulations for something that I'm doing. This will be out in June, so everything should be done. If all else goes as planned, by the time you're seeing this, I will be a licensed real estate agent in the 2-state area that I live in. So that's exciting. So this is in anticipation of that. I'm finishing up my night classes now for all the exam prep and all that fun stuff. But I'll do a video on that. That's not related to handbags, but I'll probably do a video once that's all done. But spoiler, if I haven't already told you by the time you're seeing this, that is my plans right now. So this is just kind of a congratulations for taking the first step, because it's a long process and it's a lot of work to get your license, especially in 2 states. So pretty excited. So what I'll do is kind of show you what I got. So obviously Tory Burch. I don't think I've ever done a Tory Burch unboxing. Now this I did buy at the outlet. I don't know a lot about Tory Burch. I understand, like most brands, they have outlet items and they have the boutique items, I know. I can't find any differences like on the websites. It's really hard to tell what's what. So someone who is a Tory Burch expert, let me know how that works, because I would love to know if this was an outlet bag or if this was a retail bag that was like sold in the outlets, similar to like the Coach Reserve section. So would love to know that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. Now, I have already opened it because, of course, when I got home from my real estate class one night, it was sitting on the counter and we opened it and had a card and all that stuff, and you'll see. But I tried to put it back similar to the way he got it. Now, this was from the outlet, so the packaging may be different, but I love the Tory Burch gift bags. They're just very unique, and I love the lime green Tory Burch logo and the cloth handles. Of course, he did ask them to wrap it as nice as they could. So they put all this fun Tory Burch paper in, and then it came, of course, with the receipt. It came with his card. He always used sparkly things. And I'm not going to read it, but it just says, congratulations on your future and happy birthday. He is always good with cards. And our birthdays are really close together too, by the way. So then it came wrapped in more tissue paper, really well. And of course, being an outlet item, they didn't have dust bags. But he did ask them, do you have one? And the sales associate there was really nice and gave him a shoe dust bag that they had that almost fits the bag. Not quite perfectly, but still very nice to have. The Tory Burch dust bags are really cute. They always have the little metal emblem, the colored string, and the pretty, you know, print around the top. And they're pretty good dust bags. They're canvas, they're nice. So I'm gonna show you the bag and then we'll do a quick story time. And here she is. We'll do the Autumn Beckman spin is what they call it here on YouTube. So, the tag here, let me pull it out and see what exactly this thing is called because I do not remember. So this is the Willa Matte Mini Top Handle. And I'll show you that in case you're interested in this bag. So, I saw this, we were at the outlets, and I usually don't go to Tory Burch because like I said, I have one bag that I purchased that I love. Not really a big fan of a lot of their styles. So I don't have a ton of Tory Burch bags in my collection, as you know. But we were at the outlets, you know, I struck out at all the other stores, and I thought, well, let's just pop in. You know, we're really close to it. Let's go. So I was looking, and I was just kind of browsing. I was looking for like a coin pouch, and didn't find one, but I was looking at, they had wallet on chains, which I do not like wallet on chains, but it was this matte black. I mean, it was the wallet on chain version of this is what it was. And I was looking at it, and the sales associate came over and said, if you like that, I have another one. He's like, that you may like. And he brought over this, and as soon as I saw it, I'm like, it's absurdly tiny, but I'm like, it's gorgeous. It reminds me of the Chanel Coco handle. And I'll throw a picture of that up here somewhere. So I thought, you know, I love it. Of course, didn't have a price tag on it, so it had the tag, but the tag was cut on all of the Willas. So I asked him what it cost, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it was like $359, $369. I don't know. It was just under $400. Let's just say. I don't remember the exact price that it was that day. And it was just a little bit higher than I want to spend on an outlet bag. I will say Tory Burch bags are more expensive than Coach and Kate Spade. So, you know, it just was kind of over the limit that I wanted to spend at the time. So we walked away, and then of course I regretted it every waking second since we left. I'm like, it's so cute. I should have picked it up. I can always return it if I decide I don't want it. But it was just over that threshold that I wasn't willing to spend at the time. So my husband went back and got it for me, and the original price was $528. They had a 30% off sale. So before tax it was $369. And after tax, it was just about like $400 because tax rate in that area where my store is located is pretty high. So it's a little bit more expensive for an outlet bag than I really would want to spend. I mean, in my mind, that's a Coach retail bag, which is the only reason I may not keep it, because there is a Coach retail bag out right now that I'm contemplating buying that just came out, and I saw it and it was beautiful. But she's beautiful too. So, you know, I'm gonna look at her. I'm gonna think about it. So real quickly, it's a magnetic. So you have the matte black hardware, but then the inside the hardware is the silver color. It does come with a strap that's attached to the bag by a little plastic clip, so I can't pull it all the way out, but it's the matte black strap. And then it has the leather where it rests on your shoulder. And then it just has a little hooky there that clicks in. It does not say Tory Burch on it or anything. But inside it says Tory Burch and like stamped silver hardware. And then it's just an open hole with one small zip pocket on the very back wall. And then it's just fabric lined, but the flap is leather. I know that's not a very in-depth view of it, but it's hard when everything's still all attached and stuffed. And since I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep it, I don't want to unstuff it and do all of that stuff, because I, of course, try to return, if I'm going to return a bag, you know, I want to return it in the same condition that I got it. I did want to share it because it is just so cute. It's so tiny. I probably would carry it top handle. The straps, the crossbody or shoulder strap connects just up here on the little rings, which I don't really love that. So I would probably just carry it like this, you know, like a little clutch if we went out. So that's my bag. That's my birthday gift. Like I said, you'll know if I decide to keep it, because I will either finish the video with doing a review or not. I'm cutting into this video. You just watched the birthday unboxing of my Tory Burch Willa, I believe is what they were called. And I even said I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it. I actually did return it today. So I do want to acknowledge that. First and foremost, I do not like returning stuff. I especially don't like returning gifts. He even knew that based off the size of the bag and the style of the bag and the fact that the bag is Tory Burch, I don't have a good track record of, I usually gift them or sell them. So he did get the receipt, and he told me when he gave it to me, he's like, if you decide you don't like it, we can return it. But for $400, I can't justify it for something that I don't think I'll use. I did a few things just to kind of see what would fit in it, and I was going to film them, but we were in a hurry this morning trying to get out of the house. I could fit one of my smaller wallets, and that's about it. And I didn't like the way the handle's attached. And I think I even said it in the video. There's no clips on the side of the bag. It attaches on the top of the handle where the leather is attached to the top. I just think it looked a little odd. Was not a fan for that price. I wasn't sold. Here we go again. We went to Coach. Okay. And we actually went last night. So the day after I received my Tory Burch, so I got that on Thursday. I filmed the video on Friday after work. Friday night, we went to the mall. Just trying to kill a little bit of time. It's my birthday weekend, didn't want to be home. And I had seen on the Coach like Instagram or something, this bag that I bought. And I thought that is awesome. I love it. It's my style. So we went and looked at it in person, and of course my store knows me now, which is awesome and embarrassing at the same time. So I walked in, I looked at it. It is exactly what I thought it was. You'll see it in a minute. It's beautiful. So I said, you know, I really like this bag. And before tax, this was $4.95 pre-tax. Told myself, you know, he paid with tax about $4.20 for the Tory Burch bag that is this big that I know I won't use. And, you know, I could return that, and I could buy this Coach bag that I know I will use a lot. So, you know, I talked to him about it. I said, I hate returning stuff. I was like, I'm sentimental. You gifted it to me. I love that you gifted it to me. And he even said, he was like, if you're not going to use it, he's like, that's a lot of money. He was like, if it's $200, I'd tell you to keep it in the closet, and we'll just go buy this anyway. But he was like, if you're not going to use it for $400, he's like, I want you to use it. And I don't blame him. I'm the same way. So anyway, we did return it. I felt really bad because the store was nice. You know, it was an outlet purchase, so it didn't come with a dust bag or a box, but they found a dust bag in the store that was for shoes, I think. They gave it to him. They wrapped it up all nice, as you saw when I unboxed it. But he's right. Someone else will purchase that bag at the outlet and use that bag. I will not. So it went back, and for an additional, like, it ended up only being about $50 more, and I'll tell you how in a minute. They did box it up for me. I wasn't going to have them do it because we all know I don't need another one of these. But since it was my birthday, I asked them to do it. So let's go ahead and get into this because I'm really excited. Took off the brown ribbon. My sales associates are awesome. Like I said, I wasn't going to have it boxed just because I have so many of these boxes. And but since it was for a birthday gift, I thought, you know, yeah, go ahead and box it. And my husband was paying for it, and he said, yeah, box it. So anyway, you've got the beautiful Coach box here. And we open that up. And here we are. Okay. Sorry. So here is the bag. In the box. There's nothing else in here. Nope. This is a huge box, so I do appreciate them not squashing things. Sometimes I feel like Louis Vuitton doesn't use the right size boxes. And in most cases recently, I think I've gotten giant boxes from Vuitton that I don't need. So this, I believe, is a bag that was out a long time ago, but it was recently re-released within the last like week that I saw. Now keep in mind I'm filming this in April. And when I saw it, I mean, I knew I had to. There was no question in my mind. This had to come home with me because I just think it's stunning. So, oh my God, isn't it absolutely beautiful? Okay, there's the tag if anyone wants to try to look at it. It does have the bottom feet and the gloved tan leather. So this is called the Ruby Satchel 25. So this is basically like a Speedy 25, which is my favorite. And I have talked before on this channel, and I have one, and I'm gonna do a video on it soon. The outlet version of this bag is called the Rowan. And I love the shape of the Rowan, but the quality of the Rowan, I sold my leather one, I kept my Pride one because it's special edition. But I even said, I think in the last video I filmed, that I wished they made an outlet version or a retail version that was a little bit better quality, and here it is. So it has the same exact handles that the Rogue has. It has the beautiful like mustard stitching, which is what sold me on it. I wish my Rogue was the mustard. It has the ability for a crossbody strap that's inside. It does have the little turn lock on the little leather flaps there. Don't really know what those are for. I think it's just for looks, but I'm all about it. Again, my favorite, no branding. It does have this little hang tag clochette that I won't keep on the back, of course. And then it has the nicer Coach clochette. It has dual zippers. The zippers on some of the Coach products can be a little bit hard sometimes, so she put some beeswax on it for me. That way it was nice and smooth, so I appreciate her for that. It does come with the crossbody strap. I'm not gonna unwind it, but it has the yellow stitching. It says Coach on the side, on this side. You know, just a typical, probably about an inch thick strap. Definitely something I won't use very often, but oh my God, here's my favorite part. So let me unstuff it real quickly. And she has it stuffed so nice, I don't want to unstuff it, but I want to show you the inside, because the inside is what did it for me. I'm trying to keep this in shape here, so when I restuff it, it's easy. Okay, so here is the inside, and it is that mustard microfiber or suede. I just love that mustard color. It's a pop of color. It's not the maroon, which I do love the maroon, but I just think that that mustard is so unique. And you know, when I saw it, you know, they have the pictures online where you can see in, and it's hard to tell sometimes what color they are, and sometimes they come in different colors, like my Nolita 15. So when I went into the store, I told myself, you know, I'm not even going to consider buying it. When I saw it like on the Instagram page or wherever I saw it, I was like, I'm going to go into the store, look at it in person, and then decide. And when I unzipped it and saw that, I mean, hello, is that awesome? So there's a zip pocket in the back with the Coach Creed, and then there is a slit pocket with stitched down the center, so it's two separate slits on the other side. Obsessed with this bag. This is the same size as the Rowan. And it is the dual zipper. So, and that's one thing about Coach bags. All of my zip Coach bags, sometimes they're a little bit hard. But it has the dual zipper, gold hardware. And this is the same size as the Rowan satchel. It's my Speedy 25. So they are very similar size, shapes. And then this is definitely what it's very similar to, the Rowan. It's a little bit bigger than the Rowan, and the handles. These are Rogue handles, and these are just rolled handles like my Louis Vuitton handles on my Speedy, for example. So, love this. Kind of like Lady Dior handles, if you've ever seen a Lady Dior bag. I'm just really excited. I think this is a better choice for me. And now I guess let's go over why I bought it and then price. So I really love the satchel shaped bags. My Speedies are my favorite bags. You know, I've been upfront about that from day one. I have every canvas in the 25, which is my favorite size, plus 130. And I have a vintage Coach. It's a legacy bag my mom gave to me. It's the size of the 30, but it's the same shape. I have my Fendi Boston. This shape is just my favorite. And I don't have a black one in that color, or that style though. I guess I kind of do. I'm kind of lying. My Prada satchel is actually very similar, but it is a little bit bigger. It's more close to the 30 size. My two Prada satchels, I have the navy and the black. Those are definitely larger. Those are not the 25 size. Those would be equivalent to the 30. So that's how I'm just fine with. But I really want the Empreinte black leather Speedy. I think it's a 25 or something. Now the Empreinte leather ones I've been told are different sizes. Even though they say it's 25, it's not the same size. But of course, we all know Louis Vuitton keeps upping their prices. And I'll be honest, I could save and buy one, or I can buy 3 or 4 Coach bags. So it's kind of what I decided to do. Invest in a brand, a little bit more in a brand that I do love. I think they have great quality craftsmanship. I think they're completely underrated. This bag is incredible quality. It's not very heavy, which is good, but it's incredible quality. It's similar to the Rogue, and anyone who knows, Rogues are just amazing bags. And, I love it. But it's a brand that hasn't hiked their prices up nonstop. It's a brand that's not making their stuff impossible to get. They do have some special edition pieces right now that I want that I can't get. But overall, I've been able to get my hands on everything I want from them. So, kudos to Coach, right? And, for this price, for retail $4.95, this is a great bag, okay? And I'll say that even this canvas retail or outlet version, I think I paid $150 for this one. And usually these are about $150, give or take, even in the leather. So, in relation to that, not bad. Now, if you compare it to this, this was what, like $1,600, $500. So, you can't really go wrong, I'll be honest. So anyway, just simple cost. It's inexpensive, or it's less expensive. Quality is going to be great. Great customer service. Can't complain. Yeah, knowing my luck, it'll be discontinued like the Tate, in 2 months. And I'll see it on the reserve site for $40, but whatever. So, let's go over the price, because I did get a little bit of a discount. And if you don't know this, you need to know. And I don't know if this is a thing or not. Okay, it is. Okay, so my birthday month is April. And I don't know if you get 10% off just everything. I'm assuming it's like one purchase. But you get 10% off on your birthday for being an insider member, which I remember seeing, like, when I signed up, they were like, oh, for your birthday month, you're going to get something. But I don't think I've ever seen any emails. And maybe they go to my spam. Those emails sometimes do. And it also could be because I haven't really shopped Coach retail in a while. But I didn't know you got 10% off for your birthday month. So I kind of wish I would have known that, because honestly, I would have rather saved my 10% for my Coach pillow tabby, which was $5.95. I would have saved an extra $10. But I'm not complaining, because I saved 10%, which was $49.50. So $50. I got $50 off of this, which means my subtotal before tax was only $445. $445. And then of course with tax it went back up to $488. So it was less with my birthday discount and tax than it would have been pre-tax, with no discount. So this is a win in my book. I'm glad I did this. It ended up only being about like 50, 60 something dollars, less than 100. I was gonna say less than 75. David's math, right? Less than $75 more, and I got a bag that I'll use more. I think it's pretty, it's more me. And of course, you know, for less than 75 bucks, I'm all for it. So big fan. You know, this style of bag is just amazing. You can't go wrong with it. It holds everything, you know, various shapes, sizes, and colors. Just completely obsessed. And my new bag, my birthday bag, I'm very excited. Like I said, I'm counting this as my first birthday bag ever. So really excited about that. And I'm absolutely in love with it. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions on this bag or the Tory Burch bag that I did let go, let me know. Like I said, I want to be upfront and honest with everyone who watches me. I do not like returning stuff. I don't buy stuff just to make a video and return it. I absolutely hate returning stuff. And, you know, there's a part of me that hates returning stuff so much because A, I feel like it disappoints the sales associates. And since it was a gift from my husband, I didn't want to disappoint him, though he was totally cool and, you know, before I even mentioned, he was like, if you decide you don't want it, we can exchange it, whatever. But I don't like returning stuff. So when I do return something, there was a lot of thought. And I actually, what I was saying is I contemplated waiting, saving up for this bag and buying it later this year versus returning it and using those funds to buy it now. But ultimately I did decide to go ahead and just exchange it. So I just like to tell people, don't feel bad if you feel like you need to exchange something. Sometimes it happens, and it's always good. And I know inside I feel that this was a good choice. So again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.